So I was driving just now and I was at a light and I watched a mother take her 3 children through a crosswalk. And one of them was a little toddler, I'm going to guess around 3 years old. And they all had little bags of popcorn in their hand. And the 2 older were running in front of the mom. And the 3-year-old-ish, 3 or 2-year-old, had his bag of popcorn. And he spilled a few kernels of popcorn out on the ground. And it was so cute and sad because as the mother was trying to bring him along through the crosswalk, the little boy who had the bag of popcorn in one hand, the mom had him by the wrist trying to kind of bring him along. He turned behind and just like reached out, and you could see the pain and agony in his face as he reached back for the popcorn that he had dropped on the ground. And it was super cute, but it was very sad at the same time. I felt so bad for this little kid who just wanted his popcorn that he lost in the ground. And in that moment, I was able to just completely empathize, with the little boy that, to me, to everyone else sitting there watching them go through the crosswalk, to the mother, it was like 4 pieces of popcorn on the ground. It was not a big deal, but to him, it was a big thing. And he was a little boy, and he doesn't have the perspective that we have. And it made me think about the fact that we marginalize other people's stuff all the time. I mean, if you look at the world, if you look at social media, if you look at why people are fighting and arguing and bickering online, the rioting, the protests, all these things, it's because people's feelings and what matters to them is being marginalized by other people. Now, there's an old country song that talked about relationships that said, back in the day, this relationship that I had with this person was a river. Now what I have with you is an ocean. But the reality is, at the time, the river was all that person knew. And now that it's an ocean, that's what they experience. So as a child, when you look at your kids, your teenagers who are falling in love or getting their hearts broken, to you, it's not much. It's a small relationship, but to them, it's everything. It's their capacity to feel and to love, to be hurt, whatever it is. So stop marginalizing. Even if it's something that you don't understand, and you feel like you're above or beyond that, stop marginalizing it, because at some point you were there. And someone needs to understand that person, and if you're ever going to help that person get to a higher plane, or at least to just heal and get through these things, they need to know that people care about them and understand and aren't going to marginalize what they feel. So think about that next time you look down on someone for caring about something that you don't think is an issue. Because to them, it is everything. To you, it may not be, but to them, it is. And for you, you're going to have an issue that someone else is going to look at someday and think it's nothing. But to you, it's everything.